if this experience of containment using the Truman Doctrine to keep the Soviets from occupying West Germany and West Berlin taught us anything, it's that we need to make sure that we're doing all we can to contain the Soviets in Eastern Europe and not letting them spread beyond the Iron Curtain. So we create with our allies an organization that we call the North Atlantic Treaty Organization. It's designed for mutual defense. It's an alliance that all the nations in blue here join in 1949. You can see them there, the United Kingdom, France, Spain, Italy, Greece, Turkey, and Norway, and Denmark are all part of this alliance, as are the Netherlands and Belgium. But there's one thing I want you to see here too. This little section of Germany joined. Remember that we had, in the face of that Soviet aggression, allowed West Germany to kind of recreate itself, right? This West German nation now is going to be able to have an army and an air force and a navy again. We're going to let it do that. We're going to let West Germany rearm itself and join NATO. The idea is that that will definitely keep the Soviets from attacking from Eastern Germany, which you can see there in red on the map below my chins. I said chins, plural, and it's going to keep them from invading West Berlin, that section of the Berlin city that the western part of Germany still possesses. The Soviets see this, and they realize that with West Germany rearmed, there needs to be some sort of military alliance that's going to stand up against NATO in case the West, democracies and capitalism, ever decides to invade. So they create something called the Warsaw Pact in direct response to our decision to allow West Germany to rearm and join NATO. And so now what you're going to end up with is a world that looks like what you see here. On one side, we have Warsaw Pact nations, including East Germany, Poland, Czechoslovakia, Romania, Hungary, and so on, versus the NATO nations that you can see on that same map in blue. And these nations and their alliances will continue all the way up until 1991, when the Soviet Union finally falls apart. Since that time, more and more nations have actually joined NATO, and many of them used to be Warsaw Pact nations. So on this map, what you can see is how NATO has expanded since the Soviet Union collapsed. And many of those former Soviet satellite nations where communism was present, many of them have since joined NATO. Germany, Eastern Germany merged with Western Germany in '89, and it becomes one country. They join, Poland joins, the Czech Republic joins, Slovakia joins, Hungary, Romania, they join, Albania joins, Croatia joins, a whole bunch of places join us and be part of NATO, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia. So we just see a real expansion of this idea of NATO, and it's still present, to keep kind of that Russian communist, old way of ruling back to the east. That's the idea anyway. So how else are we going to contain communism as it goes forward?